today I am going to be trying out all of the new products that I got from my Ulta haul. So if you want to see kind of my first impressions and what I think of them, then just keep watching. Alright, I already primed my eyes and I did apply Scotch tape. And now I'm going in with the shade Downright from the Colourpop Give It To Me Straight palette. And I'm using this on a Morphe M441 brush. And I'm putting this all in the upper crease as my transition shade. And I'm using windshield wiper motions to apply this color into my crease. Next I'm going in with the shade Truth Hurts, and I'm going to be using this on a Morphe M433 brush. And I'm starting off with packing this on the outer half of the eye, right up against that tape. So I use that tape as my guideline and smudge outward from the tape. And then I'm going to take that into the crease as well. And when I take it into the crease, I do kind of take my brush sideways to help blend that out. And I'm taking that from outer corner all the way to inner corner. And we're going to repeat the exact same thing on the other side. Alright, now I'm going in with the shade Frank, and I am going to repeat that exact same steps. I'm just going to keep it a little bit lower in the crease area. So again, just packing that on the outer half of the eye right up against that tape, and then bringing it into the crease all the way from outer corner all the way to inner corner. And I'm just going to repeat that exact same thing on the other eye. Going back in with that M441 brush, I'm just going to buff over the edges and make sure everything is nice and blended and that there are no harsh lines. Alright, now going in with the shade Actually, I'm going to be using a Morphe E17 brush and dusting this right up against the edge of that tape and just smudging outward just for some depth right there on the outer half of the eye. Then I just grab my M433 brush and just make sure everything is nice and blended after applying that dark color. Alright, now going in with the Tarte Chrome Paint Shadow Pots. This is in the shade Sun Drenched. And I did try applying it with a brush at first, and it just was not doing it for me. So I ended up picking the product up on my finger and patting it onto the lid, which worked much, much better. but I still am going to play around with these and see how I can get it to work with a brush, just because applying it with your finger is a little messier and I would like to be a little bit more precise, but it did the job and it's gorgeous. Then I just grabbed that M433 brush again with just a little bit of product left over and just blend out those lines so that there are no harsh lines from that gold color that we applied all over the lid. Okay. Now I'm going to use the Smashbox So Cali Contour, or wait, the Cali Contour, sorry. And we're going to be using this today. I'm going to be mixing the matte bronzer and the matte contour and the matte bronzer as my contour color today. And I'm going to be using a Morphe M523. Oh, there is a bit of kickback from them. Quite a bit of kickback. That's a nice color. That happens, I don't know. There is quite a bit of kickback with this palette, but it is a beautiful color and it blends very nicely, so when that's the case, I can deal with it. Just make sure you really tap off the excess with this, because there is so much kickback that you don't have way too much product on your face. Because it is easier to start off with less and build up than to start off with too much and have to try to blend it all away. And I also kind of sweep that into my hairline, just because I have self-tanned and my scalp is still really fair. So I'm gonna just lightly dust that on my jawline. So far I really like those. I wanted to mix them just because the contour is a little too cool for me and the bronzer is a little too warm for me, so I wanted to mix them and that made a really nice color. Now I'm going to use the blush in the palette, which is that one right there, and this is a Merle Norman blush brush. A lot of kickback on this too. If you can see that on my brush, there's quite a bit. So I'm going to tap off the excess and apply that to my cheeks. Okay, I tapped off a little too much. There we go, there's some color. That's a nice color. It's a nice color that'll go for like everyday sort of looks. It'll go with anything because it's very neutral. I mean, it's more on the warm side, but I would wear this blush with like any look, personally. That's very pretty. I really like that blush a lot, actually. Really like that. Alright. Now highlight. What do I want to use? Debating between the Babe in Paradise or the Ofra Feeling Myself. Which do I want to use today? I think I want to try the Babe in Paradise, and I'm gonna mix. I'm gonna do Vegetation, so this one right up there. And I'm gonna be using my new Morphe 0510 brush. So see how I like this brush as well. Oh, that's pretty. Can you guys see that? It's very pretty. I do like it. I will say I think it's a little chunkier than I typically like. I do like it though, but I don't think it'll be my go-to highlighter just because it is a little chunkier. I'm just highlighting the Cupid's bow as well. Okay. Now I'm just going to be extra because I want to see. I'm going to go in with the Ofra Feeling Myself highlighter palette. And I'm going to mix Rodeo Drive and Pillow Talk and tap that over top. Ooh. Okay. I am very much digging this combination. I'm like highlighted to all heavens, but I'm digging it. I love that. Alright, now I did feel like I went over my blush a little too much, so I am going to just take whatever's left on my blush brush, especially on this side. Because I am oily, if I go too far in this region, I do not like how it looks, and I did a little bit on this side. So I just kind of touch that up, but I really, really like that. I think that's my favorite. The Ofra ones, I really, really like those. Alright, I did apply my wing liner and lashes off camera. These are the Velour Wispy Me Away lashes. And now I'm going on to the lower lash line, and I'm starting off with Truth Hurts on a Morphe E36 brush and dusting this all over the lower lash line, all the way from outer corner all the way to inner corner. Then I'm going in with the shade Frank, and I'm going to be repeating that exact same thing, just keeping it a little closer to the lash line. Alright, then going in with the shade Actually, and we're going to be doing the same thing, but I'm only going to be bringing it about halfway in with this darker color. I don't want to bring it all the way in, so I'm concentrating it on that outer half and then just lightly blending it into the inner corner just to make it nice and seamless. To go in with Tariest lip paint in the shade Birthday Suit. This is a little like trial size one. I got it as a like the little birthday gifts that they do from Sephora. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye!